Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from WisdomSeekers.net, and we're here today for the weekly interactive of Earth, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, for January 12th to the 18th, 2020. And I'm going to jump right in. And the first card is something I've been saying for over a month: time to ground. And why is it time to ground? Because the energy is chaotic. It is manifesting in ways that are unusual, usually hitting our blocks, which means we get upset easily about things that we thought were finished or done. So, time to ground, make sure it really belongs to you. Because sometimes it does not belong to you. Most of the people on here are definitely empaths, and we own other people's ideas, feelings, and energy. So, with your ground, and ask if it's yours. 90% of the time, you're going to find that that problem will go away. So, okay. The first one, and this one has been very prevalent lately, is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is all about being good at what we do, being a master craftsman at spirituality to the level we're at. Yes, we can always learn more. That's a given. So I sort of scanned through this. We have a lot of major arcanas today. So for Earth, this is a really important week. What covers us is the High Priestess, the Empress, pardon me. And the Empress is all about the good things in life, but with a refinement. It's stuff we deserve. We have the right to good water. We have the right to good food. We have the right to nice clothes. We have the right to good love. Those are rights that we have given away over the centuries, but now we're bringing those rights back to us. And this week, we'll probably be us dealing with bringing our rights as humanity back into alignment with what it has been to what it should be. And we are bringing our rights back into being. And this is funny, it's major arcana. It's a justice card. And I think what has happened is Earth has seen that the justice has been unequal, I guess would be the correct term. And we're fighting to deal with it. We're fighting to change it, to make it more real, more logical, more for us. And Seven of Wands is just below us. The Seven of Wands is we're really good at what we do, which goes along with the Master Craftsman. We have the skills. We know how to deal with a lot of the questions in life. And going forward in dealing with these things in reality, we are actually very good at what we do. And what's coming for us? Well, no big surprise. Another major arcana. It is the subconscious, or moon. So we are bringing things up from the base card, from the bases, or from our deep subconscious, and we are letting them go. So these ones I'm going to read together because it just feels right. So the Chariot is a major arcana. We are doing things right. But again, it is... What is this one? That's the wrong one. It's staying in balance, grounding. And the Chariot is all about keeping your emotions in balance and checks. It is not that we don't go out of balance. That happens. Doesn't matter who you are. It is whether or not you allow it to gain control and own you, or do you just ground and bring it bring your emotions back into balance. And one of the things that will probably affect us a great deal this week is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is feeling lost and alone and not having somebody there to support us. That it might be the energy that we are learning to deal with this week. So another major arcana. This is a support card, and the sun. The sun is a joy card, and if it's not joyful, it's not spiritual. So, and there are things about being on the spiritual path that are definitely painful. But if you can bring it around so you can see the reality and the part of it that is not joyful is the part that doesn't belong to us. It's the part that we're owning but that's not really ours. So we're allowing it to move on. And the goddess, then there's the sun and the star. They're both basically the same creature, just one's far away and one's ours. But the star, the goddess, they're both goddesses, are very powerful and they're very strong in our energy right now. And that we're bringing in and creating the balance within ourselves of the male-female energy. It's something that's been going on for for a long time, but very strongly the last couple of weeks. So remember, she's a very powerful lady. She's loving and caring, very demanding. And what comes right behind her is the King of Pentacles, which is a very strong masculine energy. So we want to create the balance between the male energy, and we want it to be part of what we're dealing with, part of the pain and hurt that we're dealing with. We want both the male and the female energy to be involved. And that brings us to the last card, which is a Ten of Pentacles, which is a great deal of support and love and from your guides, your angels, and family members that have passed on. So this is going to be a bit of a convoluted week in that we're going to be hit from our subconscious with emotions, and it behooves you to ground as soon as you're hit, because some of it is simply coming up to say, hey, did you clear this? Is it really gone? And some of it is for us to actually look at it and let things go. So grounding, that's a huge byword, and that's one of my nags. I nag all the time about grounding. At the same time, you want to nourish your soul. You want to pamper yourself. Give yourself that extra 15 minutes in the shower or bathtub with maybe candle lights and the stuff that makes you feel very, very comforted and pampered. Maybe 10 more minutes in bed if you aren't on a time limit. Maybe an extra scoop of your favorite food in the supper. Pamper yourself just a bit this week. Give yourself those little extras so that when the universe is going knock 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 knock, you've got that inner fortitude to be able to deal with life. And remember, grounding, and again, grounding. And you will find that things go a lot easier for you if you don't own things, but you stand back, look at it as a third person perspective, and simply don't see it as belonging to you. See it as an event that is occurring, and if you can see it impassionately, without passion, without, oh my God, that edge, then you probably have an answer much quicker and easier, and it'll go way faster. Okay. I am done.
Okay. Gem TG says, "Hey, love."
Hey.
Anna Lou says, "Hello, morning."
Hi, Anna Lou.
Hannah says, "Hello, Eliz-sha." Kimberly C asks, "When will Maria, the woman I'm living with, tell me how she secretly feels about me?"
Why do you think she secretly thinks about you? Because if you feel that it's secret, then it's not really a secret. And when will she do it? Well, she hasn't done it by now. She probably won't do it.
If you are interested in this woman yourself, why don't you make a move and tell her how you feel about her?
Because she would have done that. She would have made a move by now if she was going to make a move. Because I remember hearing this way back in November, right?
I think it's been longer even.
Well, anyhow, for a while. So the truth is, if she was going to make a move, she would have made a move.
Emily O'Quine says, "Hello, Eliz-sha and Elle."
Hi, Emily.
Empress Z asks, "Any messages from my ancestors?"
First of all, they give you a pat on the back, and then there's something coming up, and they feel that you can face this. What they're showing me is face it straight on, and they say, "You've got this. You can do this. Whatever is coming up, you can handle with ease and aplomb." All right. They do suggest it's not something to worry about, but it is something that will make a huge difference in your life. How you deal with it, because you will deal with it, but how you deal with it will make a big difference. Okay.
Champagne C says, "Hey, Eliz-sha and Elle." Mary L asks, "I plan on taking some Control D medicine to help lower my A1C, along with dieting and exercising. If I take it, will it be safe with no negative complications, etc.?" Talk to a doctor.
Yeah. Right off the bat, I'm going to say I am not educated in medications. I'm not a medical intuitive.
They're not a replacement for doctors.
Yeah, I am not a replacement for doctors, and I use doctors. I always check. I always do my own research and check and make sure everything is works. And I also look for things, alternative methods to use, as well as doctor's medical. I follow, when I have prescriptions, I follow it to the letter. But I'm really loath to tell you something that I haven't specialized in. Like I say, there are people who are specialized in medical intuitives. I never went there, but I would do a great deal more research before I took this medication.
Also, and if you are taking other medications, make sure this new medication you're thinking about taking doesn't interfere with the medication you're taking now.
If you're in Canada, talk to your pharmacist. I'm not sure if the American pharmacists will help you, but I know the Canadian ones are really good that way
and really knowledgeable.
And they will give you, they won't countermand anything, but they will tell you how it works with and without. So check that out. And like I said, I do a bit more research before I take it.
And
And the fact that you're asking tells me that you already have a feeling about this, and trust your own intuition.
and again, go talk to your doctor about this.
Well, doctors don't necessarily
They don't
know as much
necessarily
as a
know,
pharmacist.
but like talk to a professional, a medical professional
Okay.
about what you are thinking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she would have got it from the doctor.
No, I realize that.
But talk to. But I always talk to my pharmacist. Made friends with my pharmacist because she is very knowledgeable, and I just like the information she has. I don't, as I say, American pharmacists may not be as open to talking as a Canadian pharmacist. So, but to see, but I would definitely check that out before. Okay.
Tay asks, "Hello, Eliz-sha and Elle. I've been having a difficult time hearing my dragon guides. Do they have any messages for me?"
Well, first of all, don't worry about that. That's part and parcel of learning. Yeah, it is something that will happen periodically. That you'll have trouble with hearing, and it doesn't last forever. Right? I mean, if you get panicky and stuff, then it'll last longer. But that is a normal part of growth and spirituality, not hearing, and your guides, your dragons are just saying, "Don't worry about it. You're doing fine." And you actually hear more than you think you do because you react. You have been doing what has been required of you, if that makes sense. What when the dragons say when they talk to you, you've been responding quite nicely. Okay.
Champagne C asks, "Can we tap into angel energy and see how he's feeling about our conversation last night?"
He's a little bit upset, a little bit frustrated. Mostly, I think, because he realizes that he realizes that he's probably deserved whatever went down, and he's not thrilled about the fact that he was actually the one that that he's not thrilled about the fact that he got caught out, basically. But that's all right. He will. He's actually thinking about it, if that makes sense. He's thinking about it, and so just back off, and you'll find that if you back off and just let things lie for a while, you'll find that things work to your benefit. Because, like I said, he is thinking about it. Doesn't like the fact that he's in the wrong, but he is thinking about it. Well, he doesn't like the fact he's in the wrong and got caught out. All right.
Jim TG asks, "Will Susan call me with good news this month?"
I believe she will. I believe that you're going to be more than pleased with the information. Okay.
Emily Klein asks, I would like to ask, what do my spirit guides have for me? What would my spirit guides like me to know?
They're really pleased with you, and they're saying, keep up the good work. You're doing, not my words, fabulous. and and they're just overall all around pleased with the energy you're putting out and the effort you're doing right now. Okay.
La A asks, what has my ex Gemini Jose done to get my attention?
I'm not sure what she's asking.
I think she's asking if he's trying to coax her to come back.
Yeah, because he.
Going through social media.
Okay. You mean has he tried to make you jealous or something like that? That's very possible. That my feeling is that whatever he's done, it's a little bit on the juvenile side, and that you should consider very seriously what you whether or not it's worth your while to deal with this stuff. Honestly. And the feeling from Jose is that he's a bit of a game player. So some of it's real and some of it's just real and some of it's just he doesn't like to lose. So pay attention whether it's worth your while or not.
Next.
Yeah.
Dawn Vickery says, hello, my loves. It's Dawn from the UK.
Hi, Dawn.
Danelle Penna asks, messages from my guides, please.
Messages from the guides?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. They're a little afraid that you're heading down a pathway that you're not going to enjoy a long term. They're a bit afraid that what you're doing may not be to your best advantage, and that you should stop and think things through a bit more before you take the final steps. It just might be that what you're doing is more detrimental than positive. Just so be very, very careful. I mean, they're not going to stop you from doing what you're doing, but they at the same time they're wanting to warn you that they just want to warn you to think things do more carefully before you do take that final step. Okay.
Moonfeather asks, "Hi, ladies. How are you? I was wondering if my guides have anything they'd like to say, perhaps about me having a healthy relationship in the future, please and thank you."
So, you guys are always going to say the same thing about a healthy, happy relationship in the future. That it always starts with you. It always starts from your own inner events. So if you want a healthy, happy relationship, then it's entirely up to you to create it from within yourself. And that's something they're always going to tell you. And it appears there's one thing that that it might be to your benefit to look at more carefully. So that because there's something that you kind of ignore in your life about yourself, and you always put other people first. You never look after you don't look after yourself first, and that's to your detriment when it comes to relationships. Okay, so pay attention to that. Put yourself first when it comes to relationships, and that will make a huge difference whether the relationship you're going into is healthy or not. Okay.
Malapala asks, "Hi, Eliz-sha and Elle. Will Gemini get over his problems soon?"
He's really struggling, honestly. It isn't actually about you. It's his, and it is a big struggle for him at the moment. And it's a lot of fear. He has a lot of fear, and I would suggest very strongly, if he allows you to, sit down and talk to him and tell him that the world is not going to end just yet, and that life goes on. And if he wants to get on, he wants to have a life where he has somebody in his life, he has to do it now. He can't just jump on and jump off the wagon, and every time he gets a little bit afraid. And tell him that you want to live a life and you want to be loved, and you're not going to sit around and wait for him to grow up, because you are already in that position, and it's up to him to grow up and do his own growing up. Be polite about it, of course. Don't use my words.
Don't tell him to shit or get off the pot.
No. But tell him gently that really life is meant for living, and if you don't start living, you're just going to start existing, and you're tired of existing. You want to live. That's why you left your husband. That's why you're who you are. You want to live a life, a full life. Okay.
Jennifer Schwebb asks, I have been getting pain around my left temple and forehead off and on. Can you tell me if you can feel what it may be? The energy shifts have made it tough to tell if it's that or something more.
I think it's energy shifts, all right, but it's also, I suspect it's stress. Left temple is sinus, usually, sinus areas. And I know I get a lot of sinus when I'm stressed because my immune system goes down. And I suspect that, because you put your heart and soul into everything, I suspect that, I expect that you kind of allowed yourself to what's the word? You allow your immune system to get a little low, and that does make a huge difference. Unfortunately,
You ready for the next?
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking. I don't think it's a major thing, but you can always go. Well, you can always go check with a doctor, but you have to have a decent doctor that's going to follow it up. I suspect, though, you'll find that if you can boost your immune system, then your sinuses will become healthier, and it will work better for you that way. Okay.
Jeanette Preston says, hello, ladies.
Hi,
Hey,
Jeanette.
I got you live. Eagle Frisk says, hi. Do you have any messages from my angels?
Okay, hang on. So your angels are dancing around. They're quite happy with you. I think they're excited for you because your eyes are opening up quickly to a new reality. I mean, you've already had an inkling, but you see it more clearly now, and they're just delighted for you. That's basically all I'm actually getting, is that they're just very, very delighted that you're open, that you're allowing yourself to see things clearly. So be happy and continue to be happy. I think is what they're saying.
Patricia Scowen says, hello, Eliz-sha and Elle. I hope you enjoy your meal out later.
Yes.
Sending love and light to the world. You all know it's there.
Yeah. It's Elle's birthday today, and we're going to take her out for supper.
Jeanette Preston asks, do you feel anything that my guides have to say to me?
Yeah, they're very adamant that you. They're saying very adamantly, trust. Things are going to work out fine for you. And again, they just keep saying trust. It's going to be much better than you anticipate. And I think you find that if you can live it day to day, that yes, that the events in your life will be much easier than you anticipate. Things will go better for you than you thought they would. Okay.
Where are we? The Polynesian princess says, perfect timing. I just woke up. Hello, Eliz-sha and Elle. Can I ask you how Carmen is feeling about me? I haven't been overly thinking about him like I used to, and I feel better.
Oh, that's really good. Congratulations. That's a very, very important, actually. uh, I do believe that he does try very hard. He just has a lot of problems, and he just I know you don't. I don't know this. I feel that you don't see that, but I do feel that he has a really strong anxiety levels, and that scares him a lot, and he doesn't know how to deal with it sometimes, and so I think that's a lot of the problems with him is that he has the anxiety. So I don't know how to explain it, and until he can, and he may not even acknowledge that he has anxiety, but until he acknowledges he has anxiety and and learns how to deal with it, you're going to be in this push pull relationship. I don't think it has a lot to do with you, honestly, because he honestly does have a strong sense of caring for you, and that's part of the reason that he keeps pushing you away, because he knows that he has this stress, and he doesn't know how to deal with it. Not clearly, anyhow. Okay. But have a good day. It's nice that well, you're 6 hours later than us, aren't you? So that makes sense.
Polynesian princess?
They're before or after?
They're in Hawaii.
Yeah, so it's a 6 hours difference.
Is it 6 hours?
I think so. So when it's 5 o'clock here, it's 6 hours. It's like 11 o'clock there. I believe so.
Interesting. I guess we can Google it if we really need to.
Yeah.
Anthony Gio says, Happy New Year. My daughter in Sydney is waiting for her citizenship ceremony and then is booking a vacation to Greece to come visit.
Congratulations.
Do you feel this will happen soon, or wants to? Yeah. You know what
will happen soon, or will happen?
Do you feel if it will happen soon? So she wants to have the ceremony, then go on vacation back to Greece.
Yeah, and you get to see your granddaughters.
Yeah.
I feel it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen till probably spring. But she's going to try and book it for what she considers a really good time in Greece. What the type of time of year that she really enjoyed when she was in Greece, that she's going to try and book it for that. Though she is antsy about seeing you, she wants to see you. And she's excited about seeing you, and she wants the kids to be excited about seeing you as well. And I do see it happening. Can't say I see it happening as quickly as you would like it to happen. Okay.
Positive for Life asks, hi, is there a job opportunity? Is a job opportunity going to happen for me soon?
I believe so. And I think soon, might be, and timing is not my forte, but I think it probably by the end of the month. And the end of the month is coming up rapidly. It's already the 10th, right? So we're pretty near halfway through the month. So, but I do feel that something's coming your way, and it's going to be something that you really enjoy. Okay.
Yeah. Kuru Continuum asks, is my shamanic career over? Shamanic.
No, but it's taking a new pathway, and it does appear that there's something new coming towards you, but you need to be open to learning something new. It's from a, how do I say this? It's from a new level of shamanic energy. It's not the level you've been working at. It's not the old energy that you've been working with. It's something actually new, and it's. I want you to do a meditation, and I want you to ask to go out to outer space, because the energy you're looking for, the new energy that's coming your way, comes from that direction. And it's shamanic, but it's on a higher spiritual level. And I'd need more time to explain it to you than I've got right now. But good luck. My partner, Elizabeth Myers, she has a on Facebook. She has a dreams and visions group, and she's shaman trained. She's in Louisiana. She could probably give you more insight than I can on that particular venue. And she's extremely knowledgeable, let's put it that way. Okay.
Tay says, okay, thank you. I hadn't been able to hear them for a week, but the past few days I've been hearing them more. Their voices do sound distant, though.
Yeah, that's it, and we've all been through it. It's just, unfortunately, it's a horrible time when it's something that you really trust. But what's happening is you're moving up an energy level. You're trying to listen on a lower energy level rather than the higher energy level. So they're up here. You're down. You're listening down here. Well, you're up here, so it has to go down and up, back, and that way, because that's how you're expecting it. So try to expect it at the same level you're actually at. And I think you'll be remarkably surprised at the difference. Would that make any sense?
Yep.
Good. Because I knew exactly what I was saying.
Jen TG says, thanks for going live today. I appreciate it.
We'll be on tomorrow. And if we keep on having this massive snowstorm, we'll probably be on again today.
Yep.
Otherwise, we're out and we're going to go to a gaming store and we're going to play games. A game.
Anyway, Joy Peace and Love says, hi, Eliz-sha and Elle. Hope you're having a great week. Do my guides have anything to let me know?
They said follow your name and hold it close to you for this next little while. And what's the word? You will be patient also with yourself. Sometimes you're impatient with yourself, and it sort of messes you up a little bit because you are impatient, and things do have a divine timing or universal timing. Okay.
Polynesian Princess says, I had a dream last night that me and you went to Walmart, Elisha.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love that. Yeah, and how I would interpret that dream would be that we're going and talking to the masses, the everyday masses. We're teaching, or not teaching, or just being with everyday masses to bring in more energy to that level. That's a really cool dream. I love it.
Excuse me. Danielle Penna says, thank you. Malapala says, thank you, Elisha and Al. That's true, Elisha, and thank you. Sari Suarez says, Happy New Year, Elisha and Al. How are you? And asks, how is Pisces feeling about our connection?
So this is what came to me, and I apologize. And it's only part of a song, but that's all you really need. And I don't know, I think it's an ad. And it goes, and loving it. And that's all I got. Oh, okay.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
And loving it. So the ad loving it was the only part that was important. Good luck. Have fun.
92 Limits asks, or says, hi, hope you are well today. Princess Nee asks, hi, Elisha and Elle, what will my next job be?
Oh, I don't know. I could never tell you that, actually. I can tell you about it. I can't tell you what it will be. The next job is a short-term job it's sort of interim job between what you really want to do and what it's to put food on the table the next job. It's not your end all be all. I think you're going to find that your end all be all job is something that you may want to actually spend a good deal of time considering, and it might actually be, I don't know. I just keep getting a little bit of education. And you might have a plethora of education. It might simply be that you need to take a weekend course or something, or a couple of months, a 3-month course or something to complete what you'd like to do to make it fully yours. And but the next job is just a job. It's not the job. Okay.
Jeanette Preston says, thank you very much. I needed to hear this. I've been doing much manifesting.
Awesome.
Miriam M. asks, how will my job interview go today?
Thumbs up.
Polynesian Princess says, thank you. My phone died and I came back. Perfect timing to hear mine. And then she says, we're 2 hours apart.
Oh, 2 hours. Okay.
Yeah. It's 9:01 at the time of her.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 6 hours. It's a 6-hour flight then.
It's a 6-hour flight, but it's because of, I guess, the time.
And because they're going against the rotation of the Earth.
Jennifer Schweb says, thank you so much. I will take your advice. I've been having such vivid dreams every night. I feel like... Oh,
that's the switch.
I feel like my sleep is like being awake. My mind could use some relaxing, LOL.
Yeah, that's... I'm not a dreamer. I never dream. But for the last week, I have been dreaming like crazy. And that happens every time there's a huge energy shift. It's just get used to it, sort of thing. It's a pain in the butt, but it works.
Positive for Life says thank you. Patricia Scowen asks, hi, put out to the inner universe to ask for your daughter to travel to. She's talking to Anthony Geo.
Yeah.
And to travel to Greece soon. Prayers are powerful.
They really are.
On the point of prayers, don't forget to send some for rain to Australia.
It's still, I thought the rain.
It subsided quite a bit, but there's still.
And the animals and everything.
Yeah.
My daughter's having a panic attack. Not this one, the other one. She's the
bleeding heart.
She's the bleeding heart in our family. And she's very, very, very worried about the animals in Australia.
Yeah, she's the reason why we had so many stray animals growing up.
Yep. People would knock on our door and say, hey, you're the people that take animals, right? And here we are.
Yeah.
We go, okay. We had
we
some really cool animals because of that.
Yeah, we had a
Calabash.
We had a pure orange cat that we called Baloo because he came to us with ringworm and we had to get bluing shampoo to get rid of it. It went through the entire family, animals included, like 4 times before it finally dissipated.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have some good memories.
And then there was one we called Calabasa, which means pumpkin in Spanish.
Because she was black and white, or black and orange.
And she was beautiful.
She was gorgeous. Stupider than that.
She was really dumb.
But she was gorgeous coloring.
And she got a little smarter as she got older.
Yeah. We also had another cat, but this was, we found her at a ranch that we had our horses at. We called her Shadow to begin with, and then we brought her home from the ranch, and she
demanded we bring her home.
Yeah, she saw her reflection in a mirror for the first time and refused to look away.
We would pick her up, and and we had a big mirror behind the bed, and we'd carry her like this, and she'd just stare at herself.
So we ended up calling her Mirror for the rest of her life.
She was the tiny little thing. When we got her, she had been malnourished, of course, so she never grew.
No, she was.
But she was such a character.
She was a cute card.
She was hilarious.
She had a cyst on her side. I spent, I think, an entire week rubbing at it to make it pop. Anyhow, random memories.
Yeah. Anyhow, Mira was one of our favorites.
All of our animals were one of our favorites.
I think she was one of the top list.
She was a special one,
yeah.
She was definitely a special one. Jin Singh says hello.
Hi.
AP says, hi there. Hello there. Does my higher self have any messages for me? Thank you.
AP?
AP.
Actually, right now, they're just pleased with you. And they're suggesting you do breathe through the week is exactly what the words were that they gave me. So when things start to go, when things get a little bit busy, just breathe. Breathe and you'll find that things work a lot faster, a lot easier for you, and you'll be a lot happier if you just take time to breathe and ground. Yeah, exactly what the reading says. Ground. So breathe through the week, and I think I have these 2 cards still on top. So time to ground, which means it's breathing, and nourish your soul. This one I think is specifically important to you, is to give yourself something special. When you feel overwhelmed, instead of going into the overwhelm, go get yourself a cup of tea with sugar in it. If you like sweet tea, I don't, but nourish your soul. Give yourself something special. And I'm not saying it's going to be hard, but I do think it's going to be constant. Okay.
Yeah,
somebody's at
I
the
will
door.
grab that. Google Continuum says, thank you. Tatiana Bonds asks, what does Spirit want to tell me about Jay?
Okay.
I hear you.
Hurry up, Mom. Hurry up,
I
Mom.
hear you.
Okay. I didn't quite catch what Okay, I didn't quite catch what you asked for specifically. What was it specifically?
What is Jay thinking about me?
Oh, was it that? I thought it was the guides.
Hold on, I have to find it again.
Sorry about that.
Tatiana Bonds, what does Spirit want to tell me about Jay?
Oh, okay. Well, Spirit wants to tell you that not everyone you love is meant to be the most important person in your life, and sometimes it's just there to make you aware how you feel and how you grow, how you're doing with life, and don't take things too seriously.
We got wire.
Yeah.
Well, Mom got wire.
That's because I always order wire.
Oh well.
Did you wreck it?
No, not the wire. It's kind of hard to wreck wire without wire
What
cutters.
was the other thing?
Carbon
No.
transfer paper. I cut through it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was wondering why you were cutting through it.
Well, I didn't realize it was that.
Oh, well, you could have asked me because Amazon told me it was coming.
Well.
Anyhow.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Elizabeth Pereira says hello from Portugal, and I'm sorry I butchered that like crazy.
That's Portuguese is a different language from Spanish, and
Yep.
Al can speak Spanish, but not Portuguese. So we don't know the accent, and we don't know a lot of things about the language.
Sharon Tao says hello. What do you see in my near future for me?
Near future, there's something coming to you that's going to make you happy and make you smile, and you're going to be very pleased with what you discover. You're going to be pleased with what you discover. And it is something you're going to discover. It's something that when you look at it, you go, well, I should have known that all along. But at the same time, it's going to make you smile and happy. Okay.
Donna Thomas asks, are there any messages for me? I need drinks.
So your guides, they have a big smile on their face, and they're suggesting also that the smile that you spend a great deal of time this week smiling as well. I know that's a weird message, but it has to do with a really, really old heartbreak or heartache, not break. And this is the time you're releasing it. So they're suggesting that you smile through it because it's going away and you don't really want it to, you don't want it to stick around. So even though the memories are painful and your heart is maybe breaking just a little bit, smile through it as much as possible. And and you will find by the end of the week the smiles are genuine. Okay, we were at an hour.
Okay. Let's see. I think there's just one question left.
Okay.
CF asks, well, first off, she says, "Hi, Carol from South Africa. So far, your predictions regarding my work doesn't seem to end 31st of January, but I lock up from backbiting because of my experience."
Okay.
She asks, "Are you able to tell me how many are involved in work fraud of money?"
I doubt it. I'm not that precise. Hang on. It's quite a large number, unfortunately. It's probably around 50%. And and I think it varies over time. Sometimes there's some people that are in it, and some people are at times say nope, 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 and other times they go, oh, yeah, I really need the money. So it's sort of varies, and I suspect the majority of the people there know about it, or not, and they're just ignoring it.
You seem to be kind of confirming what she already knows. She adds, "These people have been working with this company for 12 years, and we're looking at 3 million, around 3 million people."
Whoa. Okay, I was thinking of in her office, or in the office space where she's working, or in the space where she's working. But yeah, I think it's pretty pervasive.
Okay, we're good. Anyhow, the rest are saying thank you.
Oh, I'm glad to be of service.
So yeah, thank you. Thank you, ladies. LOL, thanks. Thank you. That makes sense. Yeah, lots of thank yous. I just want to thank everybody here for the birthday wishes.
She loves having birthday wishes.
Yeah, so much so I took it off of Facebook.
But I sent her a birthday wish on Facebook.
Well, I mean,
especially.
You should not need Facebook to remember your own daughter's birthday.
But I did it on purpose so that she'd get more comments on Facebook.
It didn't seem to work.
No. No.
No, the hiding my birthday
didn't
seem to work.
Because I would be disappointed with mine didn't work.
Yeah. CF says, "Thank you, Eliz-sha. You are awesome," and we can call it.
Thank you. And we'll see you tomorrow, unless the snow keeps
if
up.
Not later today.
Yeah, because we have a huge snowfall. Huge.
Snow is evil.
Well, it keeps us home, that's for sure. Namaste. Namasko. And have a wonderful day. And thank you all for the great questions.
Bye.